Do you know why Libra signifies balance? In this video, you will learn this fact as well as the personality traits of Libra natives. Hello everyone, this is Simona Rich from Rising Moon Astrology. Libra is the sign opposite to that of Aries. When the sun enters Aries, it brings vernal equinox, whilst when it enters its opposite sign Libra, it brings autumnal equinox. This of course brings autumn to the northern hemisphere. Days and nights then are of equal length and therefore balance is achieved. So Libra stands for balance. Libras love justice. In relationships, for them to be happy, there should be equality always. Responsibility should be equally shared, and ideally financial contribution should also be equal. It would be difficult for Libras to function with partners who do not resolve problems with lengthy conversations. In relationships, Libras are wordy because that's how they find out about the other partner and about themselves, through a lot of communication. Libras have an even temper. They do not want to rock the boat and they will go to great lengths to avoid confrontation. But when it comes to justice, they will confront the wrongdoer if that is needed. When Libras are not happy in relationships, they might actually distance themselves as much as possible and start dating other people, but they will delay the confrontation, the inevitable confrontation with their partners, because they don't want to upset that balance that exists in their relationship. It's not because they want to secretly cheat, but because they know that when they confront the partner and tell how things really are, the partner will be really upset and they don't want to see that. And even when the inevitable breakup happens, they will do their best to remain friends. Libras often have a good sense of style. They naturally create beauty in their appearance as well as around them. So they also make good interior decorators, and they can do the kind of work that needs them to have an aesthetic sense. Aishwarya Rai is told to have a Libra ascendant, and her occupation choices definitely reflect that. She used to study to become an architect, which is a Libran occupation because architecture is about a sense of balance, but then eventually she chose the beauty industry, modeling, as well as acting. And these professions also are Libran because they require the aesthetic sense as well as socializing, which is again a Libran trait. Libras also do well as judges or having some other occupation in the legal sector. They make good wedding coordinators, and they also do well in business involving contract signing and partnerships. If there's an inclination to study music, Librans make good musicians because of their natural sense of balance and refinement. And whether or not they have artistic skills, they will love the arts and music. They really appreciate things that are beautiful. They appreciate beautiful paintings as well as items that are crafted with a lot of love and care. Libras would hate doing the work that is dirty or coarse in any way. Libras usually achieve their goals through understanding of the human nature. They can manipulate people into doing what they want, and it might not be that they are doing it consciously, but because they so much understand how humans think, how they act, it's very easy for them to treat them in a way that they end up doing what they want them to do. Despite of the common myths saying that Libras are born beautiful, this is not always the case. However, if they are not born beautiful, they are very likely to make themselves beautiful through changing their style or through the application of makeup. They can also change themselves with the help of plastic surgery to achieve a more perfected look. They often pay a great deal of attention to their outer appearance. It's very difficult for Libran people to make up their minds, and this is also the case when Mercury is in Libra. And they might spend days or even months trying to decide what to do. That's because they see pluses and minuses of any situation. So that makes it very hard to decide which one to choose. Both of them have pluses and minuses. And the more passive types of Libras can be so undecisive that they just don't decide at all. And that applies also when Venus is afflicted. Such Libras can become very lazy and interested more in the pleasures and superficialities of life and not actually contributing anything useful to the world. There's also a risk for Libras that because of their sensitivity, they might not confront the people that obviously use them, and they might allow them to be used. Also, they can be very uncomfortable when it's necessary to take a strong or aggressive action, such as evict unpaying tenants, for example. They understand where different kinds of people are coming from because of their ability to put themselves into the shoes of others. So they might actually side with the people that others disagree with because they understand their situation, whilst other people can be led by their personal bias and not understand what that person is actually about. And because of their sense of justice, they are not likely to even be biased towards family members. So because of that, they may be considered uncaring by some family members, but it's not so. Simply, justice is very important to them. Libras often get involved in the legal system, such as experiencing legal battles. That's because the sign Libra rules the law, the legal system. And some Libras can be fast to sue. Libran people are refined and they're great conversationalists. They know how to say things and when to say them, so they don't cause any uncomfortable situations, unlike the Aries natives. But when it comes to really getting to know them, that is very difficult because Libra is an air sign. So they are likely to keep the social connections on a superficial layer, and only a few people will really know them. That's usually the other half. Libran natives are attracted to social events, parties, and all kinds of gatherings. This, of course, means that most Librans are extroverts. They shine in social situations because of their mastery of communication and refined manners. Naturally, because of this refinement, they don't like anything coarse. It's almost physically painful for them to be with the people who have no social manners, who don't care about how they look, and who express themselves in a coarse way. Since Libra represents the astrological house of marriage, being in the union is very important to them. They might even make finding the one into their life's purpose. Libras often marry young, and usually they marry more than once. That's because Libra is a double sign. And even in unions, they are not that passionate because again, Libra is an air sign. The ruling planet of Libra is Venus, the same planet that rules Taurus. So like Taurus people, they might suffer from diabetes. They also might suffer from kidney problems because Libra is the ruler of this organ. They might also suffer from back problems as well as stomach pains because of their love of sweets. Libras love things that are beautiful. And if their charts don't have much earth element, they will not necessarily want to possess everything they consider beautiful, but they will just enjoy looking at the beauty. However, it's also not right to say that Libra is not a materialistic sign. Libras are half mental, half materialistic, because although the element of their sign is air, the ruling planet Venus stands for luxurious things and money. Libras tend to enjoy things that improve their appearance, such as makeup, jewelry, good clothing. They also really like handcrafted soaps, flowers, candles. They love beautiful home interior details such as chandeliers or beautiful mirrors. In astrology, this sign is masculine and positive. It's a cardinal air sign. Libras will find the following countries good to live in: Austria, Portugal, India, and Ethiopia. They prefer cities to the countryside. The best colors for Libra are blue and pink. Libra's metal is copper. The best gemstone for them is diamond. It attracts wealth and more success for Libras, and it gives mental and moral strength. Opal is another good choice for Libras. It increases Libran artistic qualities and brings harmony and wealth. Libras are compatible with Geminis and Aquarians. They also get along with Leos and Sagittarians. They often attract Aries as partners because Aries is on the 7th house cusp for Libra ascendants. Libras are very influenced by their other halves, so they need to make sure they choose the right partner. Click here to watch my other videos about the 12 zodiac signs. See you in the next video.